everyone, it's a girl, Lady Merc here, and I know you guys probably looked at this title like, what the fuck is she thinking, why does she say this? And, to start out with this commentary, to let you guys know how I think about this first off, and you can tell me if you agree with this or not or whatever, but there is a difference between a black person and a nigga. A nigga is somebody who falls into the stereotype of a typical nigga, being the gangster, blood crip, whatever, being on welfare, you know, gang banging, fucking street shooting, that type of shit. And then you got the regular black people that are people like me, that really don't get involved with that, really don't try to fall into the stereotype of a typical black person. But, since there's still racism in the world, people try to just put those two people together, and it's ridiculous and unacceptable, but, that's the world we live in. But to get started with this, the reason why I don't date niggas, I just want to tell you guys this right now. There's a lot of people who I know that are like, oh my god, you don't date niggas? It's like, no, why would you want to date somebody who's gangbanging, who they can go out and, get shot or whatever, or somebody who is not willing to get up and work for their money, who rather just, stay at home and find a sugar mama or something. It's like, and these women will support these guys. That's the crazy part. And then they're like, oh my god, he doesn't do anything, he just sits at home. Well, that's your dumbass fault for picking a fucking guy like that. Like, are you kidding? And another reason why I don't is, I've noticed that just from like seeing couples and, my mom and my dad is black and my mother is white, and my dad remarried another white lady. And I've noticed that black people, I mean, they'll get along socially, but they really do not date each other. Like, at least where I live, I don't know if it's like that anywhere else, but where I live, it's mostly the black guys going for the white chicks, and the black females going for whatever. And I know that's mostly because of the female's fault, and I'm sorry for anybody who has ever dated a full-on black female. I mean, not half, I mean full-on black. Like, ratchet, like, from the ghetto. And I am sorry to say for my kind, because it's put a stereotype on a lot of black females. It's put a stereotype on us, saying, like, that, I mean, a lot of us do have an attitude. I mean, I do have that attitude, that black attitude, or whatever you want to call it, the finger snapping, the head fucking whip lashing, whatever. I get that, but that's only when I get, like, really angry. And the song Ask 'Em All Them Questions? If you haven't, go look it up. But, like, that's how I get when I get mad. And I know that a lot, like ratchet black females, they will take it to the next level. They will run after you and hit you and, like, get into physical altercations and everything else. And I'm sorry for anybody who's ever dated a black female and has been through that. I feel sorry for you, because they're divas and they think they can do what they want, and then they call up their girlfriend, like, girl, do you know what fucking whatever just did? And they're like, what, girl? They're like, oh my god. And it's just like, you need to cut that out right now, we need to stop this. And it's like, the song She Ratchet, go listen to that too, because that is a perfect example. But to get back to the actual topic, why I don't date niggas is because they have no respect for women, really. I mean, I remember when I was younger, and obviously I'm half black, so a lot of black guys in this area will just, like, look at me and probably undress me with their eyes, because that's how they'd be looking at me, and it's kind of annoying. But, like, when I was probably, like, let's say 13 to 15, I was just riding my bike, and these guys were niggas, like some straight up niggas, and they come up to me and they're all like, hey baby. I just started laughing. I'm like, how are you gonna try to pick up a female saying hey baby? That's nothing about niggas too. It's like, how are you gonna approach a female and be like, hey girl, or like, hey shawty, or like, hey baby, or hey baby girl, or like shit like that. It's like I was pumping gas one day, okay? I was pumping me some gas, and just sitting there, you know, letting the gas pump in my car, and this fucking nigga comes up to me, and he was like, hey girl, you cute. I'm like, thanks. Like, and he was just going on about like, oh, do you smoke weed? No, not really. They're like, oh, really? Because you have a yellow car and something people with yellow smoke weed. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you need to get out of here. And it was like, oh, I hope to see you around. And I'm like, I highly doubt that. And he's like, why? I'm like, do you see yourself and do you see what I'm doing and what I got? Do you really think I'm gonna waste my time with somebody like you? I don't think so. And it's just crazy to me. Like, even over the internet, you can tell the difference between a black person and a nigga. And niggas are the ones that literally say nigga every other word. Like, literally. Like, they'll be like, hey nigga, what's up, nigga? What you do today, nigga? Nigga, you know, nigga this. Like, you know the song nigga, 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 nigga? Like, they say nigga like 20 sometimes. That's these guys. And it's fucking crazy. And I don't understand why so many people say nigga so many goddamn times. And I know I've said nigga a lot, but I'm just imitating people. So, but I hope you guys enjoy this commentary. I know this is something a little different. It's just, you know, something I wanted to get out there and something I want to tell you people that there is a difference between a black person and a nigga. Not every black person is a nigga. You know, there is a lot of us who try to get out of that stereotype, and the bad ones keep putting us all back in. But I hope you guys enjoy this commentary. Peace.